next? Who is next? Jules, Lauren, Peter, Mary. I need an intro. Lee, give me an intro. Intro for these guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Stevie and Maureen, I can't even begin. I can't even begin to put into proper words how honored, how humbled we are to have you guys here at our event today. To say that this will go down as one of the biggest highlights and thrills in the 11 years of the existence of our wonderful group is a huge understatement. Speaking on behalf of my wife Julie and all the Spring-Nuts, not only here in attendance today, but Spring-Nuts around the world. Thank you so much for being here today and celebrating with us, especially, and I just had to add this in last night, especially coming off your phenomenal tour closing show last night. Now, I want to express some personal feelings about Stevie and Maureen Van Zandt. You know, at the end of the day, and when you break everything down, Spring-Nuts are just in fact a Springsteen East Street Band fan group, and but a damn good one. But in the end, we are just one of many fan groups. Stevie and Maureen have supported our group Spring-Nuts from the beginning. They really didn't have to, but I'd like to think they recognize the good the group does, the hill we stand on, and that it's what sets us apart from the others. Now I want to share with you a personal story about Stevie and Maureen. A couple of years ago, without going into unnecessary details, I was completely, I want you to hear this. I was completely burnt out. I was at the point where for the first time since I've been running this group, I felt I had nothing left in my tank and questioning the reason I was even doing this in the first place. To be honest, I felt like it was time to walk away and call it a day. People who knew how I felt rallied around me with the Spring-Nuts Strong hashtag. Of course, my fierce and rockable wife, Julie, was trying to strengthen me as much as possible as she could. And I will devote this. Even Bruce's management even made a direct phone call to me to encourage me to carry on when they got wind of where I was headed. But I have to tell you, the way I was feeling at the time, I thought I had made up my mind. Then I heard from Maureen Van Zandt. I cannot begin to tell you how much her words encouraged me and lifted me, supported me and the group for that matter, and emphatically said, we will not allow you to quit. We will have your back. Maureen reached out to me constantly to check up on me, and I'm a nobody, okay? I'm not in her stratosphere. Through Maureen and Stevie, the support of my friends, my family, our group members, and most importantly, God himself, Spring-Nuts stands here today. And even though these dark and difficult times, the group is now stronger and bigger than ever. And I am proud to say that I consider Maureen a great friend and someone I admire greatly on so many levels. She was and continues to be an angel and a blessing not only to me personally, but to this group as one of its biggest supporters, and for that Julie and I are greatly and eternally grateful. I can't say the word, I tried. Consigliere of E Street. I'm Jewish, I tried. Okay. Guitarist, producer, author, actor on arguably one of the most popular TV series ever, The Sopranos. Silvio Dante, Lily Hammond, Frank Pagliano, activist, head of his own record label, Wicked Cool Records, radio host of the Underground Garage, solo artist, musical arranger, creator of the oh so delicious Malvado Maple Mezcal, which I am going to enjoy greatly, and leader of the incredible Disciples of Soul. And a great football analyst, by the way, I gotta tell you, if you want a football thing. And of course, the legendary guitarist for the E Street Band, the one and only Steve Van Zandt. Now, you know we have our show and a podcast called the Spring-Nuts Cafe. The reason I bring this up is for two reasons. First, Maureen's episode is currently the highest viewed show we've had today. 10,000 views. Secondly, Julie pointed out that at least 90% of our guests that we've had on our podcast mention Stevie Van Zandt in some way, shape, or form. Like Julie says, Stevie has his hands in everything. Warren Zane, Bobby Mahoney, Jesse Malin, Jeff Casey, the list goes on. Every time we have a guest, they said, well, Stevie did this, and Stevie did that. And I'm like, wow, every time. Everyone mentions how Stevie literally is a musical genius and has come up with the ideas and thoughts way ahead of its time. He is the Renaissance man. In my opinion, Stevie's song, I Am a Patriot, is one of the most important songs of our time. Especially these days, it is covered by such important artists such as Jackson Browne and Eddie Vedder. Julie and I had the extreme pleasure and privilege of speaking with Stevie one-on-one on a bunch of topics. I'm not going to go into them, but one of the things that Julie and I have always said that has always blown our minds about Stevie and stayed with us to this day is that whenever we did speak with Stevie, he was always extremely engaged, attentive to what we had to say. He never blew us off. He never went through the motions. He just didn't hear us. He listened to us. And that's a big difference, my friend. And although we all know that Stevie's a great talker, and most importantly, Stevie walks the walk, which speaks volumes to who exactly Stevie Van Zandt is, and brings me to my next point. On top of all the accomplishments and accolades I have just mentioned, equally if not more than so important in today's world, is as important as the work that Stevie has done through his Teach Rock organization. Who once again we are proud to support today as one of our charity beneficiaries. Here at Spring-Nuts, we have a ton of underappreciated, not to mention underpaid teachers in our group who we greatly appreciate and respect. But Teach Rock, which I have said repeatedly over the years, I wish they had this curriculum when I was going to school. It's absolutely crucial in shaping our kids today. Teach Rock improves students' lives by bringing the sound, stories, and science of music to all classrooms, from the Beatles to Beyonce, from kindergarten to AP history, in the classroom or remotely. Teach Rock offers meaningful lessons, plans, and all at no cost to teachers, students, and families, inspiring deeper meaning, learning, and understanding through the power of music. Teach Rock teaches children how to think, not what to think. And my God, do we need that more today than more than ever. I cannot express enough what an honor and pleasure it has been to work with everyone at Teach Rock. Michael Ann, Bill Carbone, Stacy Caminella, and of course, Stevie and Maureen Van Zandt. So, that being said, it's our extreme honor and pleasure and privilege to present Maureen and Stevie Van Zandt with the first ever Spring-Nuts Rebel Heart of Rock and Soul Award. for igniting passion, unity, community, and joyful musical rebellion among Spring-Nuts worldwide. All of us in the Spring-Nut community, thank you for your unwavering friendship and support, not only for the group, but for Julie and myself personally. And I hope one day when it's all said and done and you think back, and I mean both of you, Stevie and Maureen, about all your accomplishments in your life, and the biggest accomplishment will be this enormous difference you made in countless lives around the world. We are proud to know you and to honor you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Spring-Nuts, Stevie and Maureen Van Zandt.
And we particularly appreciate the support at teachrock.org. It's one of our most important endeavors among many. And, it's wonderful that it's worldwide because we need that right now. We need that kind of unity that music brings us, And, particularly, Bruce's music. Particularly unifying and the things he talked about this tour has been very important. And so we're all very proud of what we're doing, and we're very proud of you guys, really. I mean, Julie. I'm glad Maureen made one up and you couldn't refuse. But just in closing, you forget about my most proudest achievement. Naming the funky mofo. They're coming.
We have one more gift for you, Stevie. We want to give, this is a photo that was taken from one of our members and fantastic photographer, Jack Kozlowski, at one of the shows. And I saw it and I said, listen, can you print this? I want to give this to Stevie at the Serenade. And we kept this typeless, but I think you would appreciate it. This is the joy that you bring to everyone.
Thank all your teachers. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to get to the next part soon. Thank you, everybody. Sit tight. We'll be with you soon.